you're going to need to think about water treatment in your boiler while the factory is not being used and your boiler is not producing steam. You've got three options. Leave the boiler at normal working level. If it's left at normal working level, the sulphite levels need to be increased so that we don't get corrosion inside the boiler. Those sulphite levels will deplete over time, so it needs to be done quite dramatically. The potential is that we will get a corrosion tide mark around the inside of the boiler. However, it's the easiest thing to do, and if it's only a short period, this isn't going to be a problem. For longer periods, perhaps a week or 2 weeks, we need to think about fully flooding the boiler. This has mechanical challenges. We need to actually get all of the space inside the boiler occupied by water. To do that, we're going to have to override the water level system on the boiler, open the vent valve on the boiler, and pump water into the boiler until it comes out of the vent valve. We also need to have the correct amount of chemical in the boiler before we start to do that, and then after we've done that, we need to keep maintaining the water quality in the boiler during the period of shutdown. The third option that you have is to completely drain the boiler. This, once it's done, is a much less onerous task. We just drain the boiler and we make sure that we have airflow through the wet side, airflow through the combustion side. We may use a radiant heater in the combustion side just to stop the metal from sweating, and maybe if it's for really long periods, we might put some desiccant bags into the wet side to dry the boiler out. We need to get all of the air out of our boiler, all the steam out of our boiler, so when we lay it up, if we're going to fully flood it, we need to depressure the boiler first. Once the boiler's depressurised, we need to fully flood it, fill it full of water. So here we go. So to fully flood the boiler, what we would need to do is override the level control system and bring the pump on and make sure the mod valve was open so that the boiler could be filled with water. We'd also, once the boiler was flat and depressured, we'd open the vent valve and then we'd override the feed pump, fill the boiler until water came out of the vent valve. Obviously, if we did that without controlling where the water was going, we'd end up flooding our boiler house, so we're probably going to need a hose on there, taking it to a local drain. Thank you for watching, everybody. Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a good New Year. Don't forget, when you do warm your boiler back up again in the new year, to warm it up slowly. You can't warm your boiler up too slowly, but you can warm it up too quickly.